I didn't see it, Virtual. I wasn't on the stream at that time.
Okay. Are you now?
Currently, yes.
Okay. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but there it is. There is the entry. There is the entry to the Hope. Little sign, little hole in the wall, doorway, archway going into it.
Oh, and it turns out that I was in fact not on the stream, and
Ah,
it's currently not. It's not getting streamed on YouTube.
well, dang it. This says I'm streaming.
This is very strange.
Well, it's gone up and down so many times. YouTube may have kicked it out. Um,
Oh, never mind. I can see it right now.
okay. Well, try again. See if I can line it up yet again. There's the entry to the Hope. Sign over the door, entryway. Kind of a really rough looking building. It's used to
Just
be
waiting
a.
for it to catch up now, so I can see it.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
can't see anything.
It the it should catch up here in a moment. The
Yeah.
You got it. Okay. The building used to be a pretty posh hotel, but it obviously hasn't been in a long time. And I am looking for. There's a layout of the place too. I was going to put that up there real quick if I can spot it. Here we go. So depends on what of this who. I'm just going to throw this up here like this for now. If we need it more, we can do a map or something later. And just walking in, of course, you're not going to see all of this, but there's a basic layout. And if I was really planning ahead, I'd have these maps in Roll20 already, but I didn't. So anyway,
What page is that image on?
if do you have the Forlorn Hope book?
I'm on Trove.
Trove is. Go over to Drive Through RPG because technically those are not licensed legal copies. I gotta say, shouldn't
I'm
be doing
aware, but
that.
I have no funds.
I I gotta say it. You know,
Yep.
Yeah,
they do
I'm
have
living the student life.
the books at Drive Through RPG right now. All the Cyberpunk books are really freaking cheap. Almost all of them are really cheap. Some of them are like $3 and $4 a piece for the PDFs. So just saying. Anyway, page 25 of the Forlorn Hope book. So
old-fashioned like me, physical.
yeah, of course I got the PDFs and the paper of most everything. But anyway,
Why,
so
why is on page 25 it says Hope first floor? I've never heard of a first floor.
where does it say that?
Look, these
Bottom right of page 25.
these books.
Mine doesn't say that. My paper book doesn't say that.
I did it say third.
So I don't know.
At this point, mine says first floor.
There's a
3TH.
It's owned by First.
Anyway, you walk in. There's a bunch of tables. There's some. When you walk into your left, there's a set of booths. To the right, at the far side, there's a bunch of booths. There's a stage in the far corner opposite the door. All kinds of tables in the center, in between all this, and across when you walk in, if you walk between the tables and all the way across, there is. Excuse me, that's the stage. Pardon me. And over to the right is the bar. Yeah, over to the right of the stage is the bar if you're walking in. But anyway, so that's you are at the Hope. Let's. What should you roll? Let's do a cool check. Not that anybody's intimidating you or anything like that, but just to get some feeling for how you're doing here. Okay, that's not bad. Not a bad roll. So you go in. There are all kinds of pretty almost like 98%, 95% of the people in here look like they're solos. And the ones that aren't solos are a mix. There's several fixers. There's some techs. There's some net runners. Are a mix of others. but pretty much everybody in here is it's just that it's a solo. It's an old like an old army bar or a military bar, I should say, not just army per se. But this is the bar at the I don't know. Is VFW a thing in the UK and other countries? VFW in the States is Veterans of Foreign Wars. They have halls. Sometimes they'll have a hall that they'll rent out to people. They might have a bar. They might have other stuff and events and Christmas parties and stuff for any kind of vet. But I don't know if there's something similar to that you guys would have. But
yeah, we have the British Legion.
okay,
It's
Prob-
equivalent.
something similar. Okay, basically, if you, which I don't know, if you walk into some of these VFW places, some nights they'll have family events, and the rest of the time, if they have a bar or something, you'll walk into some of these places, and some of those nights, if there's not some family event or something else going on, and it's a very dour, very subdued. There probably is conversations going on at various tables, but it's not loud, it's not boisterous, there's no loud pop music playing or anything like that. There is a metal, what kind of band is it? I think it's a metal band that's on the stage playing. I'm going to tell you in here in a second. But the attitude, the energy, the feel of the room is subdued and dour, so to speak. Anyway, do you get an idea of what I'm trying to get to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Very good. So for the moment, do you want to grab a booth, a table? You just want to go to the bar? You do get some looks as you walk in, but you get some people looking you over a little bit. Nobody seems to be threatening per se. It's that almost everybody in here is a solo, or is used to combat, or used to being in a hot zone, and they're very aware of who's around them, where everybody is in the room, where the exits are, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you get some looks when you walk in.
Yeah, I've been to a few bars that aren't the British Legion type, but when I've been abroad, and everyone there is either military, ex-military, intelligence, or reporters.
Pretty much. That's the kind of place this is. Techs and netrunners and other people like that happen to be in here are probably here to meet a fixer, or to meet a solo, or do some work for a solo, or something like that. It's most definitely 100% a solo bar. So, yeah. So anyway, you can grab. There's a couple tables open. There's some booths open. There are some seats at the bar, wherever you want to grab.
I'm probably just going to sit at one of the empty tables.
Grab a table. Okay, so you grab a table. Darn it! I really should have had this ready. Sorry, guys. The band that's playing is called Slaughtered Lambs, by the way. It's a house band. One second. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Taste R&B and reggae type music is what they're playing. Actually, not metal. I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
R&B reggae type mix is what you got going on the stage.
I was going to say everyone clearly. I was going to say everyone knows that solos actually listen to like K-pop. Obviously.
Okay, I can't find it. A waitress comes over, kind of looks you up and down. What kind of a drink? Let's say
Mm-hmm.
She looks you up and down. She says, "Vodka."
No, no alcoholic drink for me. I'm here to meet associates.
Right. I got it, she says. No problem. And she goes back to the bar. She will come back out a little bit later with um, a tall glass that has an amber liquid in it, and 3 small glasses, shot glasses. And as she puts them down, she kind of winks at you and says, "Don't worry, I got you." When you taste the amber one, it's like a cider or something, but not hard. It doesn't taste like it's alcoholic at all. And if you try one of the shot glasses, it's just water. She sets you up. So there's that. So you are there, and you're pretty much going to be just waiting for whoever's going to show up to meet you, right?
Well, would people think I was wimpy for not drinking alcohol?
Not necessarily. That's just what she did.
It's kind of strange giving me water and shot glasses.
Well, you can. That's just what she did. What else? Okay, so you're waiting. Did you anything else you want to do here specifically while you wait?
I might as well invite some people to arm wrestle. Good way to have a bit of fun, kill some time, build up my strength feet.
Okay. Do you have? What do you have? What would that? Okay, I need to roll for that, real quick. What do you have? Oh, come on. I just tried to load one of your character sheets and Roll20 says no. I just wanted to get a skill list. Anyway. We'll just do this.
Yeah, let's see if Adam Smasher is in the bar.
Pretty mundane. Okay. You will get somebody, if, let's see. There is a group of people doing some arm wrestling on the one end of the bar. You can join in, get in line, whatever, and eventually you'll get an opportunity to. And the first couple of people are like, no, nope. They kind of back away, and then you get somebody who's willing to try it, give you a shot. So you're going to be doing that. We come back around. Oh, Vex dropped again.
Yeah. He said he can't get back in.
And it's just been a fail all the way around. Well, we'll see if we can get everybody. I'm going to say at this point, guys, we'll just get everybody together at the bar, and hopefully, my internet will be better. We'll get everybody together, and we might just call it because Marcellus hasn't been able to get back in. Vex can't get in. You know what I mean? If you guys are okay with that, I'm sorry. What was that, Jody? Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, damn, this sucks. One thing after another today. Stringer, let's see. Oh, I got to give you some results. You do find some paperwork. Some paperwork about plans for the area. You find some stuff about, and let me make sure I'm up. Can you hear me okay at the moment?
Yep.
Okay, just very good. Thank you. So you're digging through all this paperwork. You find some stuff on the plans which are slightly different, but very similar to the stuff you already had as far as drawings and plans for what they're going to build back up. Let me see. You find that. You do find some references, some memos and stuff that seem to be, that as far as the plans and status updates on taking over properties, acquiring properties in the area. There's a CC to a few different people at Robert Roberts, to a couple of different people at Militech, a couple of different people at Arasaka, as well. And actually, I said CC. I will correct myself. They're BCCs. These are printouts of emails. So
Yep.
they've been sent to people at Arasaka and at Militech, but it doesn't, BCC. It doesn't actually show. Somebody at Militech can't tell it went to Arasaka also. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It goes to them. There's a couple of email addresses that are nightcity.gov on that list, on who these emails went to. These are all status of acquiring property stuff and updates to the final plans, rebuilding plans, is what that stuff is. Let me do another roll or two on that. Okay. You did not find anything regarding financing. There's no financing information in the stuff you got at all, that you found anyway, that you could see.
Yep.
So there's that. Yeah, okay. Let me see. You said that. We talked about the partner stuff. No partnership papers per se, no contracts, that kind of thing do you find in this stuff. What, I apologize, man. What else, was there a couple other things specifically you were looking for? I'll make sure I address them.
Yeah, anything about contacts with or hiring
Oh, right.
triads who killed the Fictors, and maybe anything to do with anything corrupt to do with the other two Fixers.
Okay.
The ones that were still alive, and anything about the Arasaka goons that came in and killed people after they blew up the building.
There is the other two fixers. There are some email addresses on some of these. There's the various memos to different people at different places. There are some of the email addresses that are pretty cryptic. It's not obvious who they are, who they're supposed to be. There doesn't seem to be any paperwork on nefarious activities at all. In other words, nothing about planning with criminal gangs. There's nothing about going on. We're going to go in and take out these other fixers because they're in our way and they don't want to agree to our plans. There is some information about reports that were emailed around about the event at the club where the other fixers were very unfortunately, and unfortunately is in quotation marks, murdered. That's about the best hint you get. Let's see. You get. There is some information here that would lead you to believe that separately Arasaka and Militech may all both have financial stakes in the development.
Yeah.
But anything referring to those seem to either be between one or two people at Robert Roberts and the company in question. They are not anything that has stuff sent to both Arasaka and Militech. Anyway, the point is you get the impression that the one may not know the other has a financial investment or stake of whatever kind in the planning, in the whole development. And that last one, that's it. That's all that you've used. You've got tons and tons of pieces of paper. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't mean anything. You've got some what do you call it, policy memos, and who took my coffee cup from the break room and shit like that in here too.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's what you've got that's of use.
Okay,
it is getting, and you're trying. That's right. You're trying to call hold of it. He does not respond immediately. He doesn't. His phone doesn't answer. It goes to a voicemail. You try it a couple of times, you just keep getting his voicemail. And it's going to be, it's getting on time to, at least the time you told the Russian that you're going to meet him at the Hope.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'll go around the building and Oh, I would have told Mirage when she came to the door. I'll go around the building and just see if Vex is there.
Cool.
Okay.
He's offline now, but
Yeah. So you will have found Vex. You told Vex about the meeting, and he said he'd have to meet you over there. He had some things to do. You find Mirage, and of course, both Vex's door was broken in. Mirage's door kicked in. Mirage is standing. I'll let you, if you would like to do a physical description here in a second, because you've changed, Mirage. But Mirage is standing in her condo, kind of looking around at the mess. You've gotten glances in her place before. It's always been really clean, tidy, straight, everything put away, everything cleaned up. And of course the door is shattered. You want it, Mirage, would you like to do just a new description of yourself?
So, I mean, it's not like, she's completely changed how she looks, kind of like, oh no, someone's after me, so I'm gonna change all my appearance. Like, she still looks like herself. It's just like, if there were any flaws that were there before, they are just gone. And it looks like she's just, it looks like she's been somewhere in this place. And yeah, like, her makeup's done flawlessly, like, all of her appearance is amazing, like, any wrinkles just, no, they don't exist. She's just looking, like, amazing.
It looks like she's had the best trip to body cure ever. So yes, Stringer, when you walk up to her door, because there's obviously no reason to knock or anything, you see her in there. Yeah, that's what you get. She is effectively right now 12, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Effectively, she is currently an attractiveness 12.
Bring a dozen equally attractive girlfriends along with you, and maybe we can party.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I was saying, if you bring a dozen or so equally attractive girlfriends with you, then maybe we can party.
I'm one of a kind. But yeah,
it's just one of the things on my webpage. Was me partying with a busload of models.
Of course it is. Why am I not surprised?
But
He seems a little stunned, a little lost for words there. That or the internet connection's breaking up so bad we can't hear him.
Could be. I'll come a little bit closer. It's just that the sun is starting to poke its way through the window and it's blinding. So let's pull the curtain. Go. No, yeah, I just said, why? Of course, like when he was like talking about the bus partying with a busload of models, you just kind of chuckle and say, "Well, of course. Why aren't I surprised?"
But if you want to be the big Russian guy that we're meeting tonight is the one who kicked down your door.
There's just like this moment where she's just quiet. She says, you know what? Sounds like great.
Yeah. The four.
difficult.
I mean, that is assuming that Vex and Marsalis can make it next week, and
Of course.
but call the cab for 4 of us now, and we'll all be there for next week.
Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna get, assuming that they're here, they're able to play. They'll be here. You guys are all gonna get in a cab together of some kind and head over there. That's good for you, Mirage.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Sewer Rat. So we're gonna leave it with you are lining up, getting ready to wrestle this guy. This guy is. That's not gonna work. Oh, come on. Jeez. Okay, this guy appears. Yeah, that was just like holy crap. Okay, so the first guy that one guy that decided he'd go for it and give you a wrestle appears to be a body 6, and you line up with him. You get a good grip on him. Are you just gonna take him down, or are you gonna play with him?
Oh, it's arm wrestling. It's not full wrestling.
Okay. He's down. He rolled 3 1s in a row for his strength feat. It's just like you line up, you're all set. There's another guy holding your hands together to line you up, and it's a when he lets go start, and you just take him down like you were just moving your arm with nothing, like you weren't holding somebody else's arm. You're just moving your arm down to the table.
It feels like he pushed in the wrong direction.
And exactly.
Is there nobody here who's big enough to arm wrestle me?
This guy neglected to realize he has to push against you, not with you. And as he goes down, his hand hits the table. He falls over out of his chair, across the floor, knocks somebody else over. And the other people that are in line are about to wrestle or whatever, just kind of look at him, look back at you, and the whole group that was doing arm wrestling and stories of past championships and stuff just kind of start shaking their heads and go off to their tables, and you're left alone at the arm wrestling table, the one with the it's got the braces and it's got the stuff on the table set up specifically for this.
So there's nobody here. It's just like big enough
Right
to arm
now.
wrestle. There's nobody cybered up with like body type 14 or something.
Right now, with what you just did to that other guy, of course he wasn't nearly as big as you, but with what just happened, it just kind of made everybody weary and moving away. But we'll see what happens next week.
I'm gonna go set at my table again.
You want to do an awareness notice as those guys are walking away for me?
Sure. My intelligence is horrible.
Yes. Okay, well, luckily for you, they are not trying to hide anything. Dr. Freeman, the guy who owns the Hope, at the bar, as you knock this guy over and people start to walk away, he was standing at the bar watching, and he picks up the phone that's sitting on the bar and is calling somebody. Just like the timing is too perfect. He's calling somebody. You didn't roll high enough to hear what he's saying, but you might have competition.
I was going to say, shouldn't solos add combat sense to their awareness?
Oh, did you actually? Yeah, you rolled awareness. You rolled a 3.
I add combat sense on there.
It should have already added it. What is your combat sense is a what?
It's a 4, but it's only factoring in my roll, my skill, and my attribute mod.
It didn't put your combat sets in there for some reason.
No, so that should be a +4.
Another 4, so 16. Okay, well, we'll figure that out, what's going on. We'll check that out for next time. It's supposed to go ahead and add your combat sense in, yes. So you got a 16, so you beat the 15. So you do catch a few words of what he's saying. And he's saying, yep. Yeah, I got somebody you might want to wrestle. And you miss there's something that you miss in there, and he says, all right, Adam, just Don't break anything this time. Then he hangs up. And if you would like to roll I'll give you a streetwise roll if you would like to try and figure out who that might be that he was talking to.
Okay, I've got a high
Stringer,
goal, but I've
do you
not
you
got-
probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, you don't know who he's talking about. Needed a 15 for that one.
Oh, so close.
26.
Well, you're not there yet. But
Oh.
yes, you know.
Yeah.
You actually, put it this way, you get a call that that there's a rumor that Adam Smasher is heading over to the Hope this evening.
Heading there myself.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna end for today, because between internet problems and people dropping out and players having problems and stuff, and my youngest daughter is actually starting to get upset over here, so I think that's where we're gonna end it for today. I'm sorry, guys. This has not been our best session. I'm sorry.
It happened.
You know, and I will have a description for Smasher for next week. Surat, if you want to look him up in between, you can. He's a pretty big part of the lore in Cyberpunk 2020, so you shouldn't have trouble finding intro on him.
I know where his actual character, like where his actual NPC character sheet. I've seen it before.
If you find it, if you find a link to it or something, you might drop it in chat for me in Discord at some point in here. But
it's because Firestorm Stormfront is my favorite book, and he's a big part
he's
of
in
that.
it, right?
Because the campaign, like that book, is all about Morgan, all that. So Adam Smasher.
Okay.
Comes up.
He comes up. Yeah, you would. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to run at this point. We're gonna get here. I will see you guys next week. Thanks everybody for joining. See you then.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, when we get there, I will order my usual for the Hope.